All right, guys. Thank you for joining us once again. This is Stacks Bowers Galleries. We're talking auction highlights. My name is James McCartney. I'm a senior numismatist here in our New York office. And today we're going to be joined by my Tuesday co-host, Chris Ortega from our California office. We're going to go over some really cool coins in our upcoming sale. So give me 1 second. I will get Chris on the line here. Join us any minute now. Chris, are you there? There we go.
Uh, hey, James. Can you?
Hey, Chris, thank you for joining us.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to slouch a little bit.
that's all right. That's all right. Well, the audience isn't paying for this. The production quality, they can't expect too much production quality. So
Sure. What's up, man? How are you?
good, good. I mean, it's a beautiful sunny day here in New York, mid 60s. I'm wearing my frog shirt. Things are going as good as they can be amid the pandemic. And how's SoCal?
We had, I think, 80 degrees all week, projected
Wow,
80 degrees. So we're doing good. Trying
it's
to
not
stay
bad
away
for
from the
April.
beach.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so today we're going to talk about some auction highlights from our June sale. Right now, it's historically been and was up until very recently our June Baltimore sale. But
Right.
Chris, what are we doing about that now because of the pandemic?
So we obviously the Whitman Coin Expo will not be going on in Baltimore. We
Okay,
usually hold the auction in conjunction with the show. So we are still going to have the auction. The auction is
sure.
going to be hosted here in California.
Okay,
And kind of similar when all this occurred in March, we
sure.
had our March auction scheduled. And we had, uh, with very little time, you know,
Yeah, that very last
relocated to
minute.
California. And
Sorry.
despite all that, we had pretty good. I say we had strong numbers. We had a good auction, and so we're going to do it here in California again. And it's scheduled for, I believe, June 18th. I want to say.
June 18th. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think. Bear with me one moment. Let me check. I
And I mean, in regards to our March auction, I mean, right, we rescheduled that with very, very little advance warning, but it's still
That's right.
the bidders show up, the collectors showed up. I mean, I know that most of our sessions had record prices. Our Pogue sale realized, I think, 104% of our high estimates. So people are still bidding. People still want coins, and wherever the auction is going to be, we're going to bring it to you in the safety and comfort of your own home. There's of course our mobile apps, our website. So, I think even if we can't see you raising your paddle in the auction room, we can still get your bid, and we can still get you the coins that you need.
That's right. Yeah. So I think I'm excited for it. It's traditionally June is our smaller sale only because in August we have our
Mhm.
big
Yeah,
auction,
this is the appetizer to our summer auction schedule. But right,
exactly.
we do 3 Baltimore sales a year. So this venue is typically one of our most popular. But as you said, our June sale is the smallest of the 3 that we do.
Yeah, but just don't let the size fool you. We do have some really good coins. I
Sure.
picked out a few that I came across my desk that are slated for the June auction, and
Okay. Cool.
let's see if we can go over it. I have the first piece I have is an 1801 Gold Eagle and MS61,
Okay. Let's see.
NGC certified.
Sure. I mean, these early gold issues in mint state, every day in mint state is incredibly rare. I mean, that one looks like it's got great color. I mean, well, Chris, you've got it in hand there. Why don't you describe it for me?
It's that for a 61. There's still I wish I can see if you can get kind of like the luster. It's still lustrous.
Sure.
There's still a
Yeah,
lot of
I
luster
see
on it.
that. I mean, sometimes on 61s, you get something that has a lot of friction or a lot of real big distracting
No,
marks.
the surfaces are nice. There's no big uh,
Sure.
distractions on it. And if you could see the reverse, I think the reverse is even.
Yeah, even smoother. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a gorgeous coin. I assume that that's among our rarities offerings, right? That's in 61 is really a sizable coin, a very rare coin. I mean, do we know what that's going to sell for, or what we expect that to sell for, Chris?
Well, past auction comps show we estimated this coin a little under 20,000.
Okay,
We're
sure.
expecting to get about I'd say like closer to the 20,000 range in that
Okay,
area.
that
That's
makes
gonna be a
sense.
nice one, and it's a really nice 61.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
nice 61. As you can see, there's nothing that distracts from the design elements. A
sure.
lot of luster on there. Stars they're relatively sharp
Mhm.
for being a 61. Obviously. But yeah,
Sure. I mean, these early big gold coins were produced in a pretty crude manner, so you get a lot of difference in striking detail and then of course preservation, as you said. I mean, a lot of these coins in lower mint state grades, MS61, MS62, you associate with heavy bag marks, light signs of cleaning. I mean, you can think very easily about a Morgan silver dollar in those low mint state grades, and it's usually not a very pretty coin at all, but this one seems to transcend that norm.
yeah, no, it's nice. It's a nice 61 example.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it looks like if you're looking for a type piece of the early Cat Bust series, this looks like a great example. You're not going to pay the huge premium that you would for like a 63 or a 65.
Sure.
But you still get a lot of that eye appeal. So that's a nice coin in June. I'm sure it'll get a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. So
Sure.
that's one I came across my desk this week, and have another one.
Okay.
Let me see. This is going to be in our live session. I
Okay.
have it's an 86 Morgan silver dollar, an MS65 plus with CAC.
Okay.
With some kind of rather unique obverse toning on it.
Sure. I mean, that has all the bells and whistles going for it, doesn't it? I mean, you got the CAC sticker, you got the gem grade, and you got that excellent toning. I mean, I assume it looks very, very pretty here from across the country, but I'm sure in the room it's even more pretty.
Yeah, it's really nice, and if you can kind of take a look at it through the light, I hope I'm doing it justice, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, no, I mean, that looks gorgeous. I mean, so that pattern there is what we would call end roll toning, which typically develops when, coins, we see it on really all series, but silver coinage is the most prominent. So when coins are stacked together in a roll and you have the paper at the end of the roll folded over, you get these very, very dramatic patterns of heavily toned and then untoned areas, and really just due to the silver interacting with the sulfur in the paper, then also oxidizing in the air. So that's one of the most popular toning patterns. You also have textile toning and a few other ones, but that's a gorgeous coin, and I'm sure it's going to sell for a significant premium above what an untoned 1886 Morgan would sell for.
Yeah, an untoned in a 65 plus with CAC.
Okay.
Well, just in a 65 plus, you're looking at about $150 to $200.
Sure. It's
without the toning.
Yeah,
So,
common coin, easily accessible without toning. I think toning is the key for this, and has become more prominent in the industry over the past few years, really. And on that note, I'm going to plug our Thursday broadcast, which is going to be with me and Ben Aruji, and we're going to talk about toned coins versus untoned coins, and the advantages of either, the attraction of either. So tune in for that. If you like this coin that Chris has in his hand, tune in on Thursday. We're going to talk more about toned coins. Yeah, gorgeous coin, good pick, Chris.
Yeah, and I like toned coins, despite what Ben has to say.
Despite what Ben has to say. Ben is wrong. I am right. That's how it should go.
Yeah.
All right. What's up next? What are we looking at?
We're looking at an 1865 proof half dollar.
Sure. Take a look.
6 with Cameo, another toned example.
Okay.
I can pull it up as well.
Let's see. All right. I have that up here. I mean, that is an important coin for a lot of different reasons. You have This shows that balance between toned and untoned that I was talking about on the previous coin. You have those really, really deep, originally toned fields and these brilliant blast white centers, and it just creates such a gorgeous look, such gorgeous eye appeal that cameo really pops.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I was about to tell you, is that the cameo is really there.
sure.
If you look
Now,
at
Chris,
it,
the color looks pretty dark here across the screen. What colors are you seeing in person there?
It's definitely a dark. The fields are dark.
Okay, sure.
But they're nice. I know some collectors don't necessarily aren't big fans of the dark toning, but I believe just because it's in the right places.
Yeah, it definitely is in the right places.
It makes, it gives it a really nice pop. Makes it get the frost on there, even on the.
Did we lose Chris?
And the reverse.
There we go. There's Chris. Chris back. Yeah. So that is, what's the grade on that, Chris? Was that 66 cameo?
66 cameo.
I mean, that there can't be too many that are nicer than that. Let's actually take a look here. In 66 cameo, PCGS has only graded. Yeah, do you have the pops there?
Yeah, I have 10. I'm sure.
Okay, 10. 10. So, we have a mintage for that issue of 500 pieces. So 500 pieces were struck. Only 10 have been certified in that grade. And Chris, do we know how many have been certified finer?
Looks like, I want to say just one.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, either way, it is definitely among the nicest, most pristine examples in existence. I mean, from across the country here, I can see that's a very important coin, and we're definitely going to have a strong interest in that. Chris, do we have
2 finer?
Okay, 2 finer. So of 500 coins struck, just 2 have been graded finer by PCGS. So this is definitely a significant coin, a historic coin. Chris, do we know what we expect that to sell for, roughly?
Auction comps show. I put an estimate of about 20,000 on it.
Okay.
I think it should bring in maybe about 20. I wouldn't be surprised if it fetched more just because of the color. I mean, this is this is a coin that you would definitely have to see in hand to appreciate.
Sure.
But yeah, once you take a look at it, I mean, it's a really nice piece. The cameo frost is nice, and the fields with that nice kind of like, I would say like a charcoal type of color, not that dark. Okay. But it's really nice.
Sure. I mean, that's original toning. That's what we see for a lot of proof issues from that era. I mean, these were usually stored for a long time without much movement and, different tissue paper wrapping, sometimes velvet lined cases, and you get that really, really dark original toning, which is what today's collectors want. So yeah, that's a great coin. Let's jump to the next one.
All right. Let's go back to. This is going to be in our live sale. I have sure. 1818 large set.
Got it.
64 plus brown with CAC.
Okay.
Yeah, so that copper coins are always a little harder to get under the light.
They are hard to photograph, hard to see digitally, but in person they are usually pretty gorgeous. I see it has some really, really nice luster, some blooming pink or maybe orange around the devices. I mean, Chris, give us a description there.
So with copper, you have it can be brown, red, brown, or red.
Sure.
This one is designated brown.
Okay.
However, under certain lighting, you could see some of the original mint luster in the recessed areas.
Yeah.
Kind of around the portrait, in the stars, and on the reverse too. You can see around the wreath. I mean, you can see there's still a lot of mint red there.
No, I see it dramatically on the verse. I mean, I think this is a great value play for people who want to pay brown money but want that red-brown luster. There's a lot of really good stuff going for this coin. And
I honestly think it didn't get the red-brown designation only because it's predominantly on the reverse.
Sure.
I think if that red was on the obverse, it would have definitely
I think that's a really, really smart observation, Chris. I mean, you would think that it shouldn't matter, right? I mean, both sides of the coin are, they represent 50-50 of the surfaces, but if it's on the obverse, it's going to bring, it's going to be a little bit more attractive. It's going to outweigh any qualities of the reverse, and we also see that on toned coins, right? I mean, that Morgan dollar that we were looking at earlier, if that toning had been on the reverse, it would have been a lot less desirable. So I think, that really brilliant, frosty, lustrous reverse on this coin is nice in hand, but didn't help out the grade too much, or the designation at least.
Right. Yeah, and then like CAC with a plus.
Sure.
We have a 64. Let me see if I can pull up some numbers here.
Yeah, so this is really about as close to gem condition as you can get. So 64 plus, a plus grade. It's got the CAC sticker, so it is obviously high quality for the 64 grade. I mean, again, a great value play if you want gem quality but don't want to pay the gem premium. I mean, great type collector piece. I think if I were in the market for a large set like this, I would definitely consider this exact specimen. Really, really nice.
It's nice. It's really nice. It's affordable. I think I would estimate it might fetch between $1,000 to $1,200.
Okay, so I mean,
with CAC and a plus designation, and nice mint red in some of the recessed areas. It's a nice example, and it's a more affordable example. And just because it's affordable doesn't mean it's not quality. It's a quality piece,
Sure. I mean, we see a lot of reassurances of the quality on that holder there. I mean, in general, the 1818 isn't particularly scarce. It actually survives in pretty decent numbers, in mid-state. But most of those, so they are known in a horde. I believe it's the Randall horde that the 1818s came in. But yeah, you can still find them in mint state very easily. But not many are mint state 64. Most of those are 62 or 63. Sometimes they're splotchy. But in 64 plus brown, CAC sticker, PCGS with good pinkish luster, it's going to be hard to beat that coin, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice one. And
nice one.
Moving on, we'll go back.
All right,
to.
Let's move on. How are we doing? How are we doing on time? Okay, we got plenty of time.
We got an 1811 half eagle tall 5 and MS61.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
That is more early gold. Sounds like we have a lot of early gold in this sale.
Oh, we do. We have quite a few pieces. Actually, in this particular box that I was processing of this collection, there was a lot of early gold, and I just kind of grabbed. I didn't want to overload the IG Live with
early gold just showing off. I mean, yeah, I think this coin is actually from the Francesca collection, which is a fresh cabinet of early gold that's been off the market for decades. I mean, I know we have a lot of mint state pieces like this, everything from early capped bust series, capped heads, up through Liberty heads. So there's a lot of really great gold coming out of that cabinet. The Francesca collection, really one of the highlight collections from our June sale. So all right, let's dive into this coin a little bit. I mean, from here over the airwaves, it seems to be pretty even yellow gold toning.
Yeah, a little bit of reflectivity in the fields too. I don't know.
Okay,
if you get the right angle with the light, but I mean,
now
it's not a proof light, but
no, I mean it looks more dramatic on the reverse, the reflectivity, which is sometimes what we see. Now, Chris, this coin is graded MS61 by PCGS. How does that compare with the MS61 NGC that we saw earlier in the broadcast, the $10 Eagle?
The PCGS, this one definitely has a lot more luster to it.
Okay. Oh, there they are, side by side. Both MS61. So this is a good demonstration for our viewers here at how different the quality, eye appeal, and look can be even within the same grade. These are both graded 61 out of 70, but yet the quality is very different. Not necessarily better or worse, but they just have different characteristics. And I think that's very important to consider when you're buying coins or even when you're selling your own.
Sure. Yeah. And but yeah, this is definitely a lot brighter.
Sure.
It has a lot of luster on there. Uh, I would say the strike is better on the NGC on this one.
Sure.
But
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
luster looks great on there. I mean, so is this the tall 5 or the small 5 variety, Chris?
Tall 5 variety.
Tall 5. Okay, so the tall 5 variety is actually significantly rarer than the small 5 variety. So that's what this coin has going for it. And I mean, it's hard to see, Chris. If you can just turn it over, we're going to look at the 5 on the reverse. It's going to be hard to see just below the eagle. So the 5 is the 5 of the denomination. So this is a half eagle. And the mint used a couple different styles. This one being the tall 5. You have a nice big 5-digit, so you're not confused about how many dollars this coin represents. But as I said, the tall 5 is scarcer. They also did a small 5 for this year, which is a little more common. So if you want a nice blend of good eye appeal and rarity, this is a great coin to consider. The tall 5 1811 half eagle, really nice coin, and from the Francesca collection. So keep an eye out for that collection. When you see that collection in our catalog, know that it's a fresh coin, fresh collection, and it probably offers some quality that you're not going to find elsewhere.
Yeah. And last but not least,
let's see, what are we doing?
Early copper.
Back to early copper. Okay.
3. Let's see how this goes.
All right, let's take a look. I mean, yeah, across the screen here, that does look pretty dark, but give us a description in hand.
It's a little dark, but
okay.
The relief is really nice. I know it's a little hard to see there, but
yeah.
At the right angle, you could kind of see a little bit of gray on the fields.
Sure.
It's a nice little gray.
Yeah, and maybe some blue, maybe seeing some blue, or maybe some olive green. But either way, it looks pretty original from what I can see here. It doesn't look like it's really seen even too much circulation.
It's an AU53. It's
sure.
an AU53, but I mean the strike is good. There's not really too much dullness.
Yeah. I mean, in general, drape bust scents are very difficult to find in this grade without significant surface problems. Most drape bust scents that you're going to find have been cleaned, they are corroded, they are damaged, or they're otherwise just very ugly. So this is a really nice example of the type.
Definitely really nice eye appeal. There's for an AU53, I haven't seen a nicer example than this one.
Okay,
I mean that's nice.
Sure.
Because, like you said, they're always, not always, but they tend to be problematic.
Sure, that's
what
we see.
Is overall, I mean, there's nice color when you put it around the light. When you have it swirl around, you can see nice different colors in the surfaces.
Sure.
There's nothing distracting. There's no digs. There's no bags marks.
Yeah, just a nice, honestly worn, wholesome coin, which is hard to find in early copper. Most early copper has been either tampered with or just mishandled over the past 200 years. So that's a really nice coin.
Yeah, very well preserved. Nice example.
Is that the last highlight we have for today, Chris?
Yeah, that's the last highlight for this week, and
okay.
I'll definitely have more next week.
Sure. What are you thinking about for next week? What are we going to take a look at?
We had some gold here, and we had a couple of large cents and $50 and $1. I think next week we're going to do some small cents, 3-cent pieces, 2-cent pieces.
Sure. Okay.
I'll see what we have.
Sure.
What'll be offered there, and then you guys tell us what you want to see. I mean,
yeah, definitely. You guys at home, let us know what you want us to show you in our upcoming June sale, which is being held in Santa Ana, California. We're going to have a little bit of everything, or actually a lot of bit of everything. So if there's some series in particular that you want to see, gold, silver, copper, colonials, tokens, metals, we're going to have it. So let us know what you want to see. I'm sure Chris has a great handle on exactly what's in the sale, and he can find you the coins you want to take a look at.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely have more, and I'm excited to bring some more. I think somebody asked if we were going to have currency. Traditionally, for our June sale, we do not have currency, but we will have currency for our August A&A. And we do have a monthly currency auction, which is our Collector's Choice online auction. So our next currency sale will be in May. Yeah, this
Sure. Right. Yeah. So even if we talk a lot about coins here, but if you like paper money, we still have that for you. So definitely come view our auction lots on our website. Subscribe for our catalogs. We definitely are selling what you're interested in. I can promise you that. So Chris, anything else for our viewers before we sign off today?
No, just check out our website. I know. Did you want to talk about our new feature where you can see the PCGS?
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. So we have listened to you, responded to market forces, and now we feature PCGS TrueView images alongside our auction lots where they are available. I know there's a strong following for these TrueView images among the industry, collectors, dealers. They tend to really bring out the best sides in coins, and now you'll be able to see those best sides on our auction lots. Where they're available, we're going to use them. You'll just be able to click through our selection of images, and one of those will be the PCGS TrueView.
Yeah. So, and I know we've gotten really good feedback on it. I think it was long overdue, and I think they're going to enjoy that neat little feature that we put on our website. So we are
always pushing to add value to our services. We ultimately want to get the most money for our consigners. We want to bring the lots that you want for our bidders. We are doing our best. If there's any suggestions you have, any way we can improve our services to you, reach out, send us a DM. You can email Chris, you can email me, and we're happy to listen. We are collectors at Stacks first and foremost, so we understand how it is to be on the other side of the screen, on the other side of the counter. We appreciate you for tuning in. Chris, I will see you next Tuesday. We're going to go over some more June Baltimore highlights.
Yeah, I'll look for some good stuff. Thanks.
All right, cool.
Take care.
Thanks, Chris, and everyone at home. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you on Thursday with my buddy Ben Arucci. We're going to talk about toned coins versus untoned coins. So take care, enjoy your Tuesday, and I will see you on Thursday.